There was a moment when each of these artists seemed untouchable. Their songs dominated the airwaves, their albums sold millions, and fans believed they would stay at the top forever. But the music industry can be brutally unforgiving. One scandal, one bad decision, one legal battle, or even one personal struggle can change everything. In a business where today's superstar can become tomorrow's forgotten headline.
All around, I'm getting tired of playing fool.
Fame is often far more fragile than it appears. Tonight on Beyond the Beat, we're counting down 15 R&B careers that seem to end almost overnight. Some are brought down by controversy. Others by heartbreaking personal battles, changing public opinion, or an industry that simply refused to wait. These aren't just stories about celebrity.
I'm backstage bouncing, adrenaline building up.
They're stories about how quickly success can disappear, and how the same spotlight that creates a star can also expose every mistake.
Guys and get Norwegian word with me. I just love to hear.
So dim the lights, turn up the volume, and let's begin our countdown of the 15 R&B careers that ended overnight. Number 15, Blu Cantrell. There was a time when it seemed like Blu Cantrell was destined to become one of the biggest female voices in R&B. In the early 2000s, her powerful vocals, confident attitude, and unforgettable presence made her impossible to ignore. Songs like Hit 'Em Up Style, Oops, became instant anthems, dominating radio stations and climbing charts around the world. Her debut album earned Grammy nominations, and many believe they were witnessing the birth of R&B's next superstar. Then, almost as quickly as she arrived, she disappeared. Fans were left asking the same question. What happened? The answer wasn't a single dramatic event. Industry politics, changing musical trends, label challenges, and personal struggles all collided at the worst possible time. Her second album never reached the commercial heights everyone expected, and support from her record label slowly faded. Without strong promotion, even incredible talent can disappear from the spotlight. By the mid-2000s, the industry had already moved on to newer faces, leaving Blu Cantrell's promising career frozen in time.
What happened to the days when we used to trust each other?
Today, Hit 'Em Up Style remains a classic, reminding fans of just how quickly fame can vanish in the music business. But Blu Cantrell's decline happened over several years. The next artist watched his career collapse almost instantly. And it all started with one unforgettable night that millions of people witnessed. Number 14, Jaheim. Few singers captured the sound of early 2000 street soul quite like Jaheim. His deep, unmistakable voice brought authenticity back to R&B. Hits like Put That Woman First, Anything, and Fabulous turned him into one of the genre's most respected male artists. For years, everything seemed to be going exactly as planned, until it wasn't. As the music industry shifted towards streaming and younger audiences, Jaheim struggled to maintain the same commercial momentum. Public controversies, legal troubles, and inconsistent releases gradually overshadowed his music. The headlines became louder than the songs. Instead of discussing his remarkable vocals, people were talking about arrests and courtroom appearances. While he has continued releasing music independently, many fans believe his mainstream career never fully recovered after those controversies. His story is a reminder that public perception can become just as important as talent itself. One bad chapter can rewrite an entire legacy. But Jaheim's downfall still unfolded over time. The next artist experienced something even more shocking, a career that seemed unstoppable until one single decision changed everything. Number 13, Houston. Imagine releasing one hit song, becoming one of the hottest new names in R&B. And then watching your entire career disappear before it truly begins. That was Houston. His breakout single, I Like That, exploded across radio and television in 2004. Record executives believed they had discovered the next major male R&B star.
People need someone to look up to.
Then tragedy struck. Houston suffered severe mental health and substance abuse issues that quickly spiraled into public view. One shocking incident involving serious self-harm made headlines around the world and stunned both fans and the music industry.
Teach them well and let them lead the way.
Almost overnight, the focus shifted from his music to concern for his well-being. His promising career never regained its momentum. Behind every chart success is a human being facing real battles. And Houston's story remains one of the most heartbreaking reminders that fame cannot protect anyone from personal struggles. His music career effectively ended before it ever had the chance to fully begin. But as tragic as Houston's story was, the next artist wasn't brought down by personal struggles. Instead, one interview changed how millions of fans looked at him forever.
Out of your mouth.
Number 12, R. Kelly's protege Sparkle. Before many people knew her name, Sparkle was introduced as one of R&B's brightest new voices.
So quick to hang up the phone.
Her debut album produced memorable songs, and she seemed perfectly positioned to become a major force in the late 1990s. But everything changed as allegations surrounding R. Kelly grew over the years. Sparkle publicly spoke about her experiences and became one of the earliest people connected to him to raise serious concerns. Instead of celebrating her music, much of the public conversation shifted toward the controversy surrounding someone else.
When I step in the room,
her identity as an artist became overshadowed by a much larger and darker story.
2 years ago, didn't know you had me.
Although she continued to make music, many fans remember her more for her role in exposing alleged misconduct than for the impressive career she once appeared destined to have.
And tear down the walls and
sometimes an artist's legacy is rewritten by events completely outside the recording studio.
all by myself taking little miniature.
And once that happens, it can be incredibly difficult to reclaim the spotlight.
If the shoe
But the next singer didn't lose the spotlight because of someone else's controversy. His own shocking public collapse left fans wondering if they would ever hear his voice the same way again.
in the house on a couch with the TV on.
Number 11, Chrisette Michele. Chrisette Michele possessed one of the smoothest and most sophisticated voices in modern R&B. She won a Grammy Award. Critics praised her songwriting. Fans admired her authenticity. For years, everything pointed toward a long and successful career. Then came 2017. Chrisette accepted an invitation to perform at the U.S. presidential inauguration of Donald Trump, a decision that sparked intense backlash from many fans, fellow artists, and members of the music industry. Almost immediately, concerts were canceled. Business relationships reportedly changed. Public support declined dramatically. Regardless of where people stood politically, one fact became impossible to ignore. Her career trajectory changed almost overnight. Chrisette later spoke openly about the emotional and professional impact of the controversy, describing how deeply it affected both her career and personal life. Her story remains one of the clearest examples of how one highly public decision can reshape an artist's future in an instant. We've only reached number 11, and the stories somehow become even more unbelievable from here. Coming up, we'll look at artists whose careers were shattered by lawsuits, shocking scandals, industry betrayals, and moments that still leave fans asking, how did everything fall apart so fast? Because if you think these careers ended overnight, just wait until you see who's waiting inside the top 10.
Got something they can't know about.
Number 10, K. Michele. K. Michele never struggled with talent. From a moment she burst onto the R&B scene, fans fell in love with her raw vocals, brutally honest songwriting, and fearless personality. Songs like V.S.O.P., Can't Raise a Man, and Love 'Em All made her one of the most talked about female R&B artists of the 2010s. She wasn't trying to fit the industry's mold. She wanted to break it. But sometimes, being outspoken comes with a price. Throughout her career, K. Michele became known almost as much for public feuds and reality television as she did for her music.
It's a little cold on your shoulder.
Add to that her highly publicized health complications from illegal cosmetic procedures, and suddenly the conversation shifted away from her albums. Instead of asking when her next hit was coming, people were asking about hospital visits, surgeries, and social media battles. Although she continues to perform and release music, many fans believe the momentum that once made her one of R&B's brightest stars disappeared almost overnight as controversy overshadowed her artistry. It's a reminder that in today's world, headlines can drown out even the strongest voices. But K. Michele's challenges happened in the public eye over several years. The next artist's career took an even darker turn after one shocking accusation changed everything almost instantly. Number 9, Mystikal. At one point, Mystikal was impossible to escape. His explosive energy, unmistakable voice, and unforgettable hits made him one of the biggest names blending rap and Southern R&B influences in the early 2000s.
Get on the floor. The villain right.
Every club seemed to be playing his music. Then everything stopped. Legal troubles interrupted his career at the height of his success. After serving time in prison, many fans hoped he would rebuild his legacy. For a while, it looked possible. Then more serious criminal allegations emerged years later, leading to additional legal proceedings that once again dominated headlines. Those allegations have been the subject of ongoing legal processes
I won't see these fake rappers get off the mic. Give me my room, you
And public attention shifted almost entirely away from his music. Record labels stepped back. Radio stations moved on.
self, I know. Go ahead, though. Bump.
Fans were left remembering what could have been. His story became less about chart-topping songs and more about the consequences of repeated legal controversies. One moment you're filling arenas.
Like Jim Kelly. Stand up, bow down, boot up, fry. Tell somebody.
The next, you're making headlines for entirely different reasons. But if you think legal trouble was devastating,
Get on the floor. The feeling right.
the next artist watched years of hard work disappear because of one controversy that spread faster than any hit record ever could.
Can't help myself.
Number 8, Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke seemed untouchable. He had the voice, the image, the respect of the music industry.
Can't help myself. How does it?
Then Blurred Lines became one of the biggest songs on the planet. It topped charts across multiple countries and looked like it would cement his place among R&B's biggest modern stars. Instead,
Lost without you. Can't help my.
it became the beginning of one of music's most controversial chapters. The song faced widespread criticism over its lyrics and music video,
I just love to hear you say it. It makes a man.
sparking debates around consent and representation. Then came a high-profile copyright lawsuit over similarities to Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up,
I'm lost without you. Can't.
resulting in a landmark legal judgment against Thicke and his collaborators. Suddenly, every interview focused on controversy instead of music. When he later released new projects,
Me. Tell me how you love my body. And
the commercial magic that once surrounded his career had largely disappeared.
I'm lost without you. Can't help.
The superstar who once dominated the charts found himself struggling to recreate that success. Sometimes one hit can define your career.
Can't help myself. How does it feel?
Sometimes it can redefine it. But Robin Thicke still had years of success before everything changed.
You love me more. And how you think I'm sexy, babe.
The next artist barely had time to celebrate becoming a star before his career came crashing down. Number 7, Sammie. As a teenager, Sammie looked like the future of R&B. His breakout hit, I Like It, reached the charts while he was still incredibly young. Fans and critics alike believed they were watching the birth of another long-term R&B superstar. The future seemed limitless. Then, he disappeared. The long gap between releases, changes in the music industry, and fierce competition from a new generation of artists made it difficult to maintain the momentum of his early success. By the time he returned with new music, R&B had changed dramatically. Although Sammie continued building a loyal fan base and remained respected for his vocal ability, the mainstream spotlight had moved elsewhere. Sometimes success isn't lost because of scandal. Sometimes the industry simply keeps moving, and once it does, catching up can be nearly impossible. But the next artist didn't lose momentum because the industry changed. His career exploded. Then one series of personal choices caused fans to look at him in a completely different way.
Can't take to see your face with those tears run down.
Number 6, Trey Songz. For nearly 2 decades, Trey Songz was one of contemporary R&B's biggest stars. Hit after hit, award nominations,
Even though I know I treat you better than he can.
sold-out tours, millions of records sold around the world.
And I see what you need, so
His smooth vocals and confident style made him a favorite among R&B fans throughout the late 2000s and 2010s. Then the headlines began changing.
but wait till you get that with him. It don't.
Instead of new albums, News reports increasingly focused on allegations, lawsuits, and legal disputes involving his personal conduct.
You really are. Baby girl, you are a star.
Some allegations led to lawsuits or investigations, while others were dismissed or resolved without findings of liability.
He ain't right, but you don't trip. You stand by.
The public discussion around these matters significantly affected his reputation, even as he denied wrongdoing in many instances.
Listen, it ain't fresh to just let him call the
Whether proven, settled, or disputed, the steady stream of negative publicity began overshadowing his music.
and I can't help but wait. Get it together.
Brands became cautious. Fans became divided. Momentum slowed. His story shows how quickly public trust can shift when controversy becomes part of an artist's identity.
You and your man. Even though I know what you
Talent alone isn't always enough to protect a career. We've finally reached the top 5, and this is where the stories become even more shocking.
you see that with me it ain't the same. Can't help but
Coming up are careers destroyed by catastrophic scandals, billion-dollar mistakes,
wait. You see that with me it ain't the
and headlines so explosive they permanently change the artist's legacies. If you thought these stories were unbelievable, the next 5 are on an entirely different level.
What do you do?
Number 5, Ashanti. At the start of the 2000s, Ashanti wasn't just successful.
Henry, where have you been?
Back to you. Baby, I don't
She was unstoppable. Her self-titled debut album broke records, produced multiple hit singles,
trust in you. So sad.
and made her the first female artist to simultaneously hold the top 2 spots on the Billboard Hot 100. Everywhere you turned, her voice was playing through car speakers, shopping malls,
See, my days are cold without you, but I'm hurting.
and radio stations. It looked like nothing could slow her down. Then the cracks began to show. Much of Ashanti's early success was closely tied
Don't know why you wanna do me wrong. See,
to Murder Incorporated Records, one of the hottest labels in hip-hop and R&B. But when the label became entangled in a federal money laundering investigation,
you always tell me that you need me, and I'm weak.
the entire company entered a period of uncertainty. Although executives were ultimately acquitted of criminal charges,
Baby, I don't know why you're treating me so.
the prolonged legal scrutiny disrupted the label's operations and momentum.
When I'm home, I'm all alone, and you are always gone.
Suddenly, promotion slowed. Albums were delayed. The hit-making machine that had launched her career wasn't operating the same way anymore.
Things that we accept, be the things that we regret.
At the same time, a new generation of female R&B stars emerged, competing for the same audience. Ashanti continued recording, touring, and building a loyal fan base.
So bad. You said you love me, no one above me.
But the dominant chart presence that once seemed permanent faded far faster than anyone expected. Her career didn't truly end,
Boy, you know I really love you.
but the era in which she ruled the charts came to an abrupt halt. Sometimes an artist isn't brought down by poor music. Sometimes they're caught in the collapse of the empire built around them.
So I stopped and think that maybe you could learn to.
But Ashanti's momentum faded because of circumstances beyond her control. The next artist watched his career explode, only to see it unravel after one of the biggest scandals in modern.
Days on my mind. These days on my mind.
Number 3, Chris Brown. In the late 2000s, Chris Brown seemed destined to become the undisputed future of R&B.
Who's getting on my time? All of that used to be mine. Oh.
He had the voice, the dancing, the charisma, and a fan base that stretched across the globe. Then came February 2009.
Lace you up just to watch you run.
News broke that Brown had assaulted fellow artist Rihanna before the Grammy Awards. The case dominated headlines worldwide,
Did we build it up just to
and he later pleaded guilty to felony assault. Within days, everything changed. Commercial partnerships disappeared. Radio stations reduced airplay in many markets.
residual. Made it clear you didn't wanna.
Award appearances were canceled. Public opinion shifted dramatically. Many believe his career was over. Yet unlike most artists on this list,
Let it wash away. Tell me.
Chris Brown eventually rebuilt much of his commercial success. He returned to the charts with multiple hit songs and remains a successful recording artist. But the image he once had,
See the sequel. I was lying when I said.
the clean-cut superstar who seemed universally loved, was gone forever. His career survived. His reputation never fully recovered.
When somebody new, I swear she don't deserve it.
Sometimes rebuilding success is possible. Rebuilding trust is much harder.
But tell me.
But Chris Brown eventually found his way back to the top. The next artist never got that opportunity. One shocking decision ended a career that had barely begun.
If I couldn't be strong, tell me.
Number 2, R. City, Rock City. Before the world knew them as hit songwriters, brothers Theron and Timothy Thomas, better known as R. City, formerly Rock City,
Couldn't be strong, tell me honestly.
were expected to become major R&B stars in their own right. They had the talent, the harmonies, the look. Everything suggested they would become the next breakout duo.
If I got locked away and we lost it all to.
But after years of delays, label changes, and postponed album releases, their career as recording artists never reached the level many insiders predicted. Instead of becoming household names on stage,
If I couldn't buy you the fancy things in life.
they became some of the most successful songwriters behind the scenes. They wrote massive hits for artists like Rihanna,
Would you still love me?
Sitting around all the plane.
Usher, Jennifer Hudson, Miley Cyrus, and many others. Ironically, their greatest success came from helping other people become stars.
Day, tell me honestly. Would you still.
Although Locked Away eventually became an international hit, many fans still wonder what might have happened if their original recording career had unfolded as planned.
Me down. Tell me, would you really cry for me? Would you really cry for me?
Their story proves that sometimes a career doesn't disappear because of scandal. Sometimes it changes direction completely.
Honest, somebody real who don't need much. I got I know.
The spotlight they dreamed of became one they shared with others. We've reached the final chapter. The number 1 story isn't just about a career ending overnight.
Love me the same if I showed you my flaws.
It's about one of the biggest stars R&B has ever seen, whose spectacular rise was matched only by the speed and shock of the fall.
Baby, don't lie to me. Don't lie. If I didn't have anything.
If you thought the names on this list were surprising, wait until you see who takes the number 1 spot. Number 1, D'Angelo. If you had asked music critics in the year 2000 who would define the future, which artist shocked you the most? Was there someone you believe shouldn't have been on this list? Or is there another R&B singer whose career seemed to end overnight? Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another deep dive into the stories behind the music.
Did I lace you up? Lace you up just to.
Here on Beyond the Beat, we don't just celebrate the hits. We uncover the stories that changed music forever. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next countdown.